Welcome back to the channel. Well, we've reached a milestone. We got a car that's got an engine, transmission, two headers and a steering shaft, or it can have the second header. I've just received the finally adjusted driver's side header today, so that's still got to go back in. It's been in once, so we know it goes in, and the steering shaft goes in, and the car can be turned and all that. So I'm not that concerned about that. We know we're going to be okay. What does that mean? It means we have finally reached the fit-out stage of this build. That means we can start bolting the stuff up to this engine that we need to ultimately move forward with a startup. Today I think we're going to start out by pulling this lift plate off of here, and let's put the Holley intake on for real. And then we can put fuel rails on, and we can put our Evil Energy regulator on here, match our fuel system up to it, and make up the parts for the fuel system. We could start putting accessories on the car. We can start putting cooling system in the car, and ultimately we're going to be able to go ahead and power the computer up and see if any of this stuff comes to life. I went to do the intake manifold install for the Holley intake the other day, and as part of my final checks on that before I began the actual final install procedure, I looked carefully inside the runners, and they were a little dirtier than I really wanted. So I used a water wash to wash them out, get them nice and clean. But of course, when you fill an intake manifold like this with water and rinse it heavily, it's almost impossible to get dry immediately. Sure, you blow it out and so on, but I ended up just setting it aside and leaving it to dry out. And then I had a couple of other problems intervene that took me away from the project for a couple of days. But we're in here on a Sunday and we're back on the project. The manifold's clean, everything's ready. Let's go ahead and try and get this intake manifold on in a final install.
I'm not surprised that Holley's intake was dirty.
So if we're going to put a real manifold on here, we better take this BTS lift plate off. Now before I started taking this off, I used compressed air and just blew off the top of this to get any dust or debris or dirt that might have fell on there during everything that's gone on out of the way, so that when we lift it off, we don't suddenly shower the intake runners with dirt. And the reason we need to take this off first, as opposed to just before we put the manifold on, is there's a little locator pin here. And with the Holley manifold, that is a little metal locator that you're supposed to put in there with red Loctite. And it takes a little bit of time for the red Loctite to cure. So we're gonna do that first, get that red Loctite curing, then we'll prep the manifold with the O-rings and all of that, and then hopefully we've got 15 minutes elapsed or something, and we can go ahead and just put it on. We're going to just try and get on here and just lift this plate straight up and out. This is probably a good opportunity to just look in each of these runners and satisfy yourself that you don't have anything in there accidentally. I'm going to lay that over there. It actually would have been nice if the little pin that you could use here was unobstructed by that lift plate, because then we could have put that in with the lift plate still intact, but it isn't. This is not a place to have fumble fingers. Just going to go in like that, eh? That's where it goes in there. Put a little red Loctite on there. Get it all over everything. Don't drop this in the fiddlesticks engine. I can see it wants to push back initially. Don't let it push back on you. We'll just wipe that up a little bit. We'll make sure that's pushed all the way in. Looks like it. And we'll put this back on. Okay, we're going to have to get this off to put on the new manifold. Let's just take this off, and we'll have to prep that thermostat housing with the new parts from Holley. And there's an O-ring in there which we're going to have to pull out because there's a new O-ring that comes from Holley. The Holley intake comes with some hardware and a whole bunch of O-rings. So there's 8 of these. These are for the intake runners. There's 2 that are like this. There's one big fat one, and there's one that's smaller than all the rest. So here's how they go. One of these goes on the thermostat neck where it bolts up to the manifold. One of these goes on top of the factory thermostat. This big fat one goes in this top groove on this thermostat housing adapter. And this little one goes on the inner groove on the thermostat housing adapter. So let's start putting some of this stuff together. We're just going to lube these up gently. Just a little bit of 2050 engine oil here. Get them nice and greasy. And then we're going to work that into that groove. You'll feel it press into the groove. You need to get it pressed down good all the way around. Okay, that's assembled. Okay, we're going to put this O-ring in here, and then we're going to put this water neck on like that. And then 2 of these little bolts are used to bolt it in place. We'll kind of get that one started. I don't know if there's a reason that you shouldn't use the factory bolts for this, but they give you bolts for it, so let's use them. Okay, then we'll set our torque wrench to 85 inch-pounds. Start to feel it tighten up a little bit. I'm just going to give this one about the same. Try and get this to go in even. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put our new Holley O-ring in on top there. It's got a little lubricant on it. And we're going to take our new assembly here and kind of put that in on top like that. Our little socket head cap screws. Kind of snug that down evenly. And we'll get our torque wrench and we'll go 85 inch-pounds. Okay, those should be ready for us to drop the manifold onto. All right, I rechecked everything. I think this manifold's about as clean as it's going to get. And I have decided to put the throttle on last. So let's go ahead and get this ready. Start pressing these O-rings into these grooves. Now they should press in tight. Once you got them in, run your finger along there and make sure. So before you put this in, you should probably put some fittings on the back here for vacuum. because it's probably kind of tight to put them in after you put the manifold on. This one is going to go to the vacuum tree, and so we want it to be pointing to the driver's side. That's the driver's side and up. That's how we want a sort of final orientation of it. Like that. That should go to our vacuum tree, and then we got a little one here that we're going to put in, and that's for our fuel injection. I want to face that the other way. It is fairly tight back here, so it's a good idea to do this first, that's for sure. Hopefully we are plumbed for vacuum. I'm ready to actually put this on. You're supposed to try and get the thermostat housing engaged first. So I think that's probably starting from this side. You can see that's starting to engage. Yeah, it's tight, hey? That's why they say you might have to wiggle it a little. Okay. That seems like it has come down. Those bolt holes look like they're lined up. Oh, it's still not all the way down. Okay, that's starting to look better. So yeah, you really do have to kind of hold it up and wiggle it a little bit side to side in order to get it to seat in that thermostat housing. Then you'll get it in the pin, and then you're going to look at all these bolt holes. Now at least there's no time pressure on this. Those bolt holes look good. That looks like it's finally seated there. Wow, okay. Well, then we can start putting in bolts, I guess. Okay, since this was kind of a wiggle to get in, we're gonna, we think we're seated there properly, but we might not be fully seated. So we don't want to put too much stress on this. We're gonna start doing this in the bolt pattern that they ask for. But we're just going to try and do this in a few steps. So I'm just going to go until that shows just snug. Just snug. Especially these front ones I'm worried about. In case we tightened it at all, we're just going to go and do that again. Yeah, see, that one came back up a little bit loose. So did that one. Imagine the composite manifold is actually more forgiving in terms of cracking and stuff. I'm just going to keep going around this until they stop being loose. Then we'll get on the torque wrench. Okay. So before we go to a final setting, we're just going to eyeball things. Everything looks snug. So we'll go to our final setting, which is 85. Okay, then we're going to recheck these ones. We're barely getting any movement there, so we're going to say we think those are all right. Okay, I think that's on. Okay, with Max ECU, you cannot run the standard Godzilla stock throttle. You've got to run an earlier style 6-wire throttle, and you've got to add a wire to the throttle control connector for that, tied into your ECU harness. So we've got a GT350 throttle here, and we're going to put that on like this with this Western Motorsports supplied throttle adapter. Now, there are no gaskets for this combination, so it seems like your best bet is to use RTV. Either that, or you're going to have to cut your own gasket out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay down a little bead of right stuff on here. It doesn't have to be dramatic. If you were to want to remove this in the future easily, you should probably cut out a gasket. But we're going to gamble that we don't need that. We don't need to take it off. Now, it's going to go on with these ears up, like that. So we're going to try not to smear this too much. Start one. Then we'll try and start another while they're held off. Okay, then we should be able to press this up like that. We'll start this fourth one too. Now, this fourth one isn't supported in behind, so I don't think you better be too crazy on how tight you go on that. These are not going to have to be insanely tight anyway. Let's try 85 inch-pounds on here crossways. Okay, now this one, I don't know if we need to go a full 85, but let's just watch and make sure we're not stressing that too much. Okay. Then if you got any intrusion of RTV like we did here, you should just probably go around it like this. It should come up clean like that. And we'll do the same thing for the throttle. I'm going to try to have a really light smear on this throttle mounting surface. Like that. Start these. The throttle held off. Once they're all started, we'll kind of press it up here. And we'll snug them all. And we'll try and go 85 inch-pounds. Okay. Then we'll press this blade in and look for intrusion. It actually looks really clean. So we didn't put gobs of RTV on here. Hopefully that won't be too hard to get off if we had to. We should be able to connect our throttle. Like that. Wow, we're ready to run.
That completes the Holley intake manifold installation for the Ford Godzilla. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave your comments below.